just always pick CT as like the bread and butter of Counter-Strike, but they've gone for it.
That's the key in that this is Godsent's pick, but it's one of Vitality's best maps. So, you know, they're going to pick where they feel more comfortable, and that is the T side. Mizuta looking comfortable as well, finding Madden out of the car. He's going to pick up a quick kill that will elevate the pace towards this A site. Michael is the only man that stands inside of it, not for long. He gets one. His teammates have all fallen in the spawn, and he will follow as well. RPK with a quick tap. Zen tries his best, but even that won't be enough in this 1-on-4. Vitality have got the plant, they've got the A site, and they've locked Zen right out of the round.
Yeah, so Masuta comes in to this just swinging, gets 3, locks in the pistol round for Vitality. And it will just be a save for Zen in this one. If he's able to keep himself untagged, he'll at least get a bit of a cheaper upgrade onto the pistol armor in this following round. But already a great start for Team Vitality. Going 1-0 up and looking to find these conversion rounds. One of the things I did like from that interview with Stiko is he says that on this team, in comparison to international squads of old, is he feels like he can like be more honest with the guys in his team. And I think that one good team you've been a part of, it feels like, you know, they'll always have like 2 or 3 horror stories to go alongside it. And, you know, like the kind of rise up through the pro scene is like a big learning experience, right? Like you see so many players just feeling like completely different, a lot more complete individuals a few years into their playing career. Stiko certainly fitting the bill for that one there. Now an A play underway for Team Vitality. There is a wraparound from Madden over towards Catwalk. He's gotten very, very deep in behind enemy lines. However, problem with being behind enemy lines is that, well, you're behind the enemy lines and they're all there. That is where the enemy are, and they shut him down. So yeah, it is just Crystal and Makalele left standing here. In a 2-on-4 over at the A-bomb site, a retake that's never going to see the light of day. Makalele is already saving this scout.
The maths does check out.
Yeah, and I think what you're looking for here is surrounded. That might be the word that you're looking for. Surrounded behind enemy lines.
I think I've been thinking at this point for a while, but I've never known how to word it. So I'm just going to throw it out there and see what happens. I think Godsent, what is interesting about this team is it's a group of players that kind of got left to the wayside. I don't want to say like, you know, anything negative about that, but players that, you know, didn't. And that's why I think this roster is so good.
I mean, they tried to bring him back.
Yeah, that's why I like this democratic mix inside of Godsent, because, you know, they're all experienced. They're all older guys. They've all played at a pretty high level, and they know what they want, and that's good. So this team is really exciting.
Pretty much all of them have had that like fifth syndrome, essentially, like what Makalele's had, right?
Point.
Like,
that's how I wanted to work.
Yeah, like,
what
you
did
know,
you call it, fifth syndrome?
Yeah,
fifth syndrome.
It's like, you know, you're just like the guy who's doing a lot in the team, but like you don't really get like the appreciation. Yeah, you're not the star. You're the guy that they brought in, and or has been around a while in the case of some of these guys, but never like. Was never the kind of turning point of the squad.
Obviously, none of this really applies to Madden either, right? Like, he is the young gun. He is the more inexperienced player in this team. But you always have that mix.
Yeah. It's not like you've got, like, these 4 guys who have always been, like, the strong, be-all, end-all voices in their team, right? These are a bunch of dudes who have had the short end of the stick quite a lot in their career, and so they kind of know what it's like. And they be dealing some damage onto Apex early on over here in middle. But short control, it does get grabbed by Team Vitality. Stiko is posted up, ready and waiting to try and shut this one down.
Stiko, though, blind, also not going to be as blind as long. Apex is going to be the one that's taken down. However, Stiko gets traded on. Which creates a little bit of a sticky situation for Godsent, who have relinquished control of this A-bomb site. Now on a 4 versus 4. Catwalk's covered. And he hits the shot of the planter. That was pretty impressive from Makalele. So overall, not bad. They have stopped the bomb. Should be an attempt at a replant here very soon from Vitality. They're just looking to find a few frags first. They're going to be able to do it. Crystal good on 1, and also the last one left. Does he know that they're both on 14 HP? He reroutes himself through CT spawn. Both players for Vitality playing on the ramp. Again, both at 14 HP. And RPK, well, he's going to be the last one left alive. Shox gets the 2-tap on the cross, and somehow RPK wins it out at the end of the day. So Vitality net themselves another round on the board.
Yeah, I love that play from Crystal, right? The smoke on Cat and then dropping CT. It's such a fast rotation. The Shox was crossing long, not even considering it. And on top of that, because of the smoke, Vitality is so focused on it, right? Thinking about how players can one-way, can gimp little angles. You know, you don't want that to happen. So Vitality's attention drawn. Crystal gets a kill, but it's a trade from RPK. And 4 in the round from him. He has an excellent one. Even getting 3 with 10 health. ZywOo got from the round. Deleted by Michaelele. Zen's push lower. Mizuta, oh dear, does he check it? He does, getting cleared. Luckily, Vitality back at a 4-on-4. The AWP dropped into spawn, and Apex catching aggression. Godsent throwing pushes with an advantage here, not really feeling like a necessity. The money may be low, but they are just digging themselves a grave in this round. They had a 5-on-4. Since that point, 3 players have pushed, 3 players have died. Michaelele and Stiko looking for something. And obviously, you know, it's a double-edged sword. Once you're down a man, you feel the need to push. You feel the need to get aggressive and trade things out. But if Vitality is still running their default, which they were on every part of the map, Godsent is just walking into defensive T players. So this has been made quite the easy round for Vitality. Just got a group with the bomb. Shox is alone with it right now. Stiko's pushing long, but he will be going back towards B to join his teammate. Cat fake right now for Vitality, pulls Michaelele out of the B bomb site. With Stiko flanking long, he can come in late on Catwalk, but he's not going to know this is a B play, and that's the biggest problem here for Godsent. Oh no. Oh no.
Dear.
Oh no. What's going on?
He discovers what's going on, but he finds out a little too late. 25 seconds. This bomb is going back in the middle, back into Stiko. Vitality, they're taking risks that they don't need to take. Stiko now in a 1v3, but he's not going to be ready for Masuta, surely. Oh, apparently he is. A second kill in the round. Vitality, they can't have this be how it falls apart. Shox is looking at long. He's got to get this bomb planted, but a 1v2 is now very, very possible for Godsent. Stiko in the hot seat here. He's already delivered 2 kills on his way to this clutch. Is he going to attempt it, though? This bomb, take it away. Time now his enemy as Stiko starts to reroute in through CT. Shox is looking, and he does get spotted there. Looking for the repeat as he gets up on top of the box, and it's Shox.
There we go.
He's done it.
Yeah, more and more.
I was thinking off late,
and more,
and that doesn't really make sense.
More of these.
Day 60 for those wondering of us here in Cologne.
Yes, sir. And I'm pretty sure about 50 of those, 52 of those, maybe 53 of those live
broadcast days
on air.
Yeah.
Bringing you all of the action of both ESL Pro League and the ESL 1 Road to Rio.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
Well, you're not going to get it any other way. So, luckily for you, I might also remind everybody that over on the B stream, Fnatic's taking on the Movie Star Riders. Fnatic, not plural. Meanwhile, smoked off on Catwalk proves to be a little bit of a problem for Vitality because all over the map, trades are coming through. 3-on-3 currently. The B bomb site is compromised. Maiden's going to be the closest one on the job for Godsent. Here's the plant, tries to creep through. RPK a little bit wiser.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I don't think this ends the way that Zen wanted it to. And just leaves Stiko. He's got himself a pretty cool little SMG, but it's not going to stack up too well against these AKs, especially when RPK...
That's the rotations as Godsent try and move out of there. So what have we got in this one? More pressure down middle. More of a default for Vitality. They are going to prod and poke towards the mid positions, then getting pushed down to low health. Vitality trying to flash their way in, but Molotovs from Godsent, they're putting a lot of pressure, a lot of focus here on mid. 4 players, or 3 rather, in position with Michaelele on the catwalk. And, well, Vitality, they're grouping for a B play right now. Only Shox up on Cat himself. He's going to be faking it out, but he might just run into this AWP and call Vitality to just rush into B. Luckily, only 1 man there. Oh, that's a big kill.
Yeah, Shox winning his fight onto Michaelele over at Catwalk, and that's forced these players in mid to try and get a bit aggressive for information. Now, Crystal goes unchecked, but doesn't get a kill. Instead, it's Zen swooping in and saving the day, leaving this in the advantage of Godsent. And actually, he's hungry for more. He gets flashed through by Stiko. And Zen was on a tear. This leaves Zywoo now in a 1v2 clutch, and Stiko finds...
Yeah, I like how Godsent set up heavy in middle, right, Harry? You put it well. It's to enable those fast rotations, and it does do that. You know, obviously, we haven't really seen Vitality go for fast plays out of spawn, hitting cat quick or taking long immediately. They delay take it in this round, but the AWP is already posted, so Michael gets away with a kill, and Godsent are going to be able to rotate towards A if needed. It's probably not. We've got a double cat setup. Stiko's here, and he's going to get away with a kill. It's actually Michael drop below him in spawn, playing very passive, watching this long cross. The bomb has already been dropped, though, in the open. They've got to go back for it with these smokes. Vitality picking it up and having control over the site, but with a 3-on-5, it's stalling out their ability to plant. Molotov's in the way. Time being taken from the hands of Vitality. 50 seconds. More Molotovs. Dear oh dear. Vitality waiting for even a modicum of a moment that they can get this plant, guarantee that money that they so desperately desire, despite being 6-1 up. This should be a Godsent round. They're playing it safe enough. They're playing for retake, not wanting to give away kills until that bomb has at least been planted, and Vitality have settled back.
But RPK, with almost 200 ADR to his name, might have something to say about this round. Flash goes over from Zywoo, but Shox mistimes the peak. Godsent trying to close the gap. It's another good flash from Zywoo, and it is just a mow down everyone.
But how the hell did Godsent not even get away with a kill there, right? They know where everyone is. They've even spotted Shox on default from that earlier flash peak. And that's why Godsent were playing for retake, right? When Vitality plant the bomb, that means Godsent know that everyone for Vitality is within a certain radius, within a certain range of that plant. They're playing the package. And so Godsent just get mowed down. I've never seen anything like it. Vitality.
That was actually nuts.
Yeah, there's a reason they play Dust. There's a reason you don't pick it against them. And Godsent are learning that the hard way. 7-1 down, an eco round, and that would have broken Vitality's money if Godsent won it.
Well, not only that, that really shows like the drawback of having your entire retake come in from one position, right?
Sure.
Everyone's at cat, they're all looking into the bomb site. Like usually you'd have CT players who wouldn't be blind to that flashbang, or you'd have long players coming in on the wrap. Ooh. And that just doesn't materialize for Godsent. And because everyone is blind, it allows those 3 players in the site to swing out, all take different targets. But my word, somehow, some way, Madden is actually having a real chance in this round. He's doubled up with the Deagle. Vitality gonna have to claw their way back into yet another round, but they are helped out by Zen. It's still Madden's Deagle doing damage, and finally Shox is able to find him. It's a 2-on-2, but maybe Madden has done enough to make this round at least feel doable for Godsent. We're gonna look towards Crystal and Makalele to try and seal the deal. Makalele gets some damage off, but Crystal, now they know is... It does feel like the rest of the gang have all found a lot more consistency in these times.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the amount of time they've had in Apex in this role now as well has certainly helped that, right? We've had a couple of months, so, you know, Mizuta, I imagine he's more comfortable inside of this team. I imagine Apex knows more about Celeste, what he's doing now, and... Right now, the results are showing, right? Vitality coming alive at the end of Road to Rio. And, well, the end, it's just beginning right here as we get into these playoffs, the first day of them. Got a week of playoffs ahead of us here for EU. Let's see what Vitality can do. It's one man on B. Crystal waiting. He's got utility, trying to put that out, but he's already spotted this fast contact play for Vitality. They are in the site. Crystal stalling as long as he possibly can. The flash is good. He gets a kill, doubles it as well. Surely his time is going to be coming to an end here, and they will overwhelm him in the B site. No utility to cut off this door, and so Michael will just fight tooth and nail through it. Stiko as well, scoped up by smoked off. Vitality can get the plant.
Yeah, they can. Strength in numbers still here for Vitality, not only on the scoreboard. With the 3 players alive, that's easy. Makalele and Stiko back away and save these AWPs. So another one for the Fringe side. 9-1, running the board here on the pick of Godsent.
And Michael, you know, he's been good with this AWP. He's 3-1 in opening duels. He's finding, you know, advantages and frags for Godsent with this weapon, but they're not really getting converted. Vitality is so good at the mid rounds. And they're stalling out these defaults for quite a while. I just like the playbook, right? Like, Vitality will run these defaults round after round after round. Then they'll just throw in a B play like that out of nowhere, off of spawn. And Godsent, only one man on defense there. No reason to expect it. Vitality find a 9th round. You only get our voices and the gun sounds.
No, I couldn't think of anything worse. Because then when you watch it muted, then what are you going to do?
Wow.
Makalele holding on to middle. And he's looking to try and spot for this opening kill. He's been very, very proficient at finding it, has Makalele. But in this round, might not be the case. Zen has gone aggressive in through long. Stiko is even here, looking to get his AWP stuck in. He backs away. You know, you don't need 2 players to commit to this flank, and he's going to be able to offer more resistance over here at the A-bomb site, which is where Team Vitality are going to drop a man in through CT. It shocks on this round. Makalele only good for 1, and then dealt with. Crystal and Stiko put up a kill apiece, but no one, and I repeat, no one was ready for Shocks down here. Close in the CT angle, but he's lost the rest of his teammates. Shocks is in a 1v3, and he wasn't able to finish off Stiko the first time around. Zen whole time as well. Shocks is continuing with his fast plays as him and RPK barrel into the B bomb site. Apex is out in the back line, and this whole round has been stolen away almost immediately by Team Vitality.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, this is just a testament right now for Vitality. They are simply outclassing Godsent at every turn of the track here.
It almost feels like that's predictable at this point, right? Like Vitality finally lose another round, they get broken, their economy's low, they've got enough for a buy. Shocks has 4K, he buys a Mac 10. I love that. And Vitality just B-rush with Apex walking through the mid-door smoke. And Godsent, they lose 2 players on the back line. Again, a solo B setup for Godsent. It's been really the problem all game long. Not like Vitality have only hit the B-bomb site, but every time they have hit the B-bomb site, there's not been a defense. There's been a solo player there. And Crystal, he's actually had some good defenses. He's gotten away with 1 or 2 kills most of the time, but it's not enough. If you're running solo B, Vitality have all this utility just to and would be good here. That's a start. Makalele again keeping up these opening kills, finding Bazooka through a smoke while blind and able to fall off towards a corner.
Shocks and Stiko, they'll exchange a bit of a grazing with one another. They both get put down low in the process. Zen, in the meantime, has gone in through the lower tunnels and is looking to clear out this B side of the map. This is a huge bit of information for Godsent to grab.
I like how someone's spamming it from B as well, just to draw attention if there was a player there. Not going to matter, not going to be needed.
Yeah, they still haven't reacted to this right away. And this rotation from Crystal has taken a little while longer than I anticipated. So actually, it's not going to have the most resounding implication for the rotations, but it still allows you to commit to this this A-side rotation, knowing this is 100% where the player's coming in now. Players crossing into the site. That's Zywoo and RPK. Makalele gonna swing on out, and he does deal with both players. Shocks is left up in a 1v4. That flash was a
good
well, I'm never going to say the line of, I'm not a wizard, and then my name, because once it's out there, there's no taking it back.
You already said Yusilla was a lobster, so...
That is true, but that's because maybe he was in that moment. Stiko here has got to be a hard-shelled crustacean of his own as he's got to rebound this offensive into the A-bomb site, and he's done a lot of damage. Zen's here to help him out. They do best Stiko, but it's Zen still holding the line, finally bested. Shocks left in a clutch again, and Crystal...
Updated and ready to go. Those grenades will not go nowhere after all. The little problems with elevation, the little corner clipping, hopefully all removed. As well as that, the use button is now back in full effect. Valve claim they fixed it many months ago. They did not. Yeah, they did not fix it. So now
we have to wait and see.
Now they have, hopefully.
Well, B play from Vitality, and it's Zywoo's Deagle, but he's only good for 1. Makalele is absolutely... You don't even get time to finish the intro because it's already a B play, and that nade has already found a boatload of damage. Crystal will come in with a kill very quickly with a bit of a response, and this B site actually does belong to Godsent now. In spite of that nade finding all this damage, no kills have come in. And Team Vitality, they're on for a 4-on-5 retake. Hugo, take us through this one.
The old B bomb site, it is a cruel mistress. And that's at the best of times. We've got flashes on Shocks, but a double tunnel flank and a double setup for it. Godsent are ready. They've got the manpower. Oh, they had the manpower. Zen has gone early. Madden trying to refight and reface, but he loses it. zowie with a kill, and the flash is good. Apex bursting through with 2, and Michael Ellie in the car. Well, now gone. zowie just drive by, like you know it and love. Vitality find a pistol round. That's ridiculous. I don't know how they win that and make it look so easy. We had all those setups, Harry. We had all those 1-2 punches.
Yeah, and so now with the pistol round locked in, 11 the suitor, well, make it across unharmed. The cat play, the order of the day from Mr. Shocks. Flashed in by Apex in order to get that kill. And now they sit a man up against this 4-spy round. This is exactly where Team Vitality are looking to be, but maybe not where Apex is looking to be as he gets put in the ground.
Yeah, that's a good call. Hit the B site. The issue is Mizzuta's going to hit all of this. He's pushed close, and so footsteps are very loud. He's calling for a rotation. Everyone on the minimap moving towards B. Mizuta, how many can he get? He's got 1, 2. Great hold from Mizuta with the MP9. It's a no-scope to take him out, but more scouts on the CT side. We've got grenades for the plant as well. That needs to be a focus here for Vitality. So we're trying to work out where the bomb's going, and a grenade right on top of it is excellent. Michael Ellie low, and zowie with a no-scope. Doesn't kill the plant. Shocks will instead. Vitality are looking like such an exciting team right now. This is a great game from them. Like, what?
There's just so many rounds that they go into it, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, they're like 2 players down, retaking a beat. Oh, wait, they've killed everyone, and they're fine. No one's actually even died. Success, right? Yeah. The best you're going to be hoping for is these AK buys, so you really are hinging on finding a round here now. If you're Godsent, because if not, it might be bye-bye to map number 1.
I like the element of surprise idea, but Michael Ellie already gave away the fact that they forced here. Stiko actually doesn't shoot on the cross, and I thought that was like purposeful for Godsent, right? Like, don't show the fact that you have a gun unless you've got a gunfight. And well, with Michael Ellie spamming and flashes going up catwalk, Vitality, no. They've also done great grenade damage, and Mizuta has pushed the tunnels. He's cleared this entire area out. Oh dear. Now, it does mean there's a long rotate for Apex going in through spawn. He can start to run eventually as footsteps can't be heard, but Godsent are going to beat Vitality to the punch. Double long play, already out on the catwalk. zowie needs to get this Molotov down right now. He doesn't realize how deep they are. RBK winning his fight on long, traded. zowie with the flash, finding one, but there's still another man on the boxes, and he's being pressured from the sidelines. Here's that long flank coming through, and it is almost worth it. It's really not. Apex is dead, but it gets the info, and Shocks does trade that kill. Once again, leaving Zen in a 1-on-2 that he just can't do. Vitality, another retake added to the tally. They've got hundreds to their name and 13 in the game. That being rounds, not retakes.
Yeah, I mean, it's another good one from Vitality where they're able to read. It could have been a Godsent round, and now it's back in with another 4-spy. This is kind of the only option that Godsent have now until the end of this game, is to just keep throwing investments into the swing of things. Shocks is holding on to mid, and he will get pressured, and he answers the call the first time around. Finds the frag onto Crystal, and now a real frag thrown out into mid, this time not doing any damage. The utility has been great from Vitality thus far, though, and Godsent, they've been sent out of mid. They try and go towards catwalk, but zowie, he hangs out here from time to time, and it's certainly not where you want to find yourself if you're Godsent. That nade, even more damage. Zen, 50 points of health in a 1v4, getting shot on.
Godsent's picking the series as well. We head to Inferno as the next map. That's a map Godsent have lost 9 out of the last 10 times they've played it. Certainly not the stat line you want me to ring out if you're a fan, but sometimes reality, well, it's not always nice. And Zen, he's figuring that out, working his way through middle. He's walking into a hell of a crossfire. Player in the B window, one more man down in CT with quite the off angle. zowie ready for that contact, but he's also got to assist on the A site when catwalk control comes through. It hasn't yet. Godsent taking their time, flashing into long, facing RPK who's low, and a smart decision from RPK to back all the way off as the nade comes in. Godsent, where is this one going to end up? Because while long is getting taken, bomb is still on catwalk and players in lower. Potential A take here for Godsent, but always with the chance to back off towards B, considering they haven't let the tunnels go yet. We've seen a lot of aggression from the CT side up in the upper dark, but right now it's actually Apex to go down first in middle. That opens up this mid to B, but with the players out long, that also might be tempting for Godsent as they set up towards his site. I think Vitality are one step ahead of things. Either trying to stop this mid to B or come in on the cat flank, because I would drop by the man in middle at Zen. Going back towards tunnel as his team take the A side. Stiko with the deagle up on long. Missed shots. He needs to get across. Michaelele is able to get the bomb plant. And Stiko's actually upgraded from the car. Shocks with a tap. For this round, surely not doable.
No, and this switcher here for Vitality. Crystal going to land a little fadeaway onto Zywoo while Madden deals with RPK. And that's already this round pretty much locked in now for Godsent. They sit 5 on 3. If you manage to let this one slip through the net, yeah, I mean, it would actually be more impressive than anything else. So Godsent going to get a free path in towards the B bomb site. Vitality have stacked everyone up over towards A, and this is going to be 7 on the board for Godsent. Really not anticipating these pistols being able to get away with much. At the very most, you know, they'd like to get a kill, maybe take an AK with them into this follow-up round.
I think even that is optimistic at best here for Vitality, unless they find Madden, but good luck. Stiko, full HP, already on the hunt, already dropping Mizuta, falling back towards that A site. There's another man. Apex has a really good off angle here. He's going to see your feet before you see his. But not hanging around for too long. Godsent aren't willing to throw away guns in this round. They want to keep the fight alive. Oh dear, Shocks. Not even really getting a chance in that gunfight. He's just going to fall away as to not give those $300 to his opponents. But doesn't really have a choice. I do want to see what Godsent have for us on Inferno. It's a map that I haven't actually seen them play with this roster. And
it's something we should be taking into account. This first rifle on rifle round is both a litmus test and also, in a way, the final test for Godsent, because if they're not able to win it here and now, they will be up against map point for Vitality. Masuta crumbles at the B bomb site, and this is a save already. Vitality, yep, nah, we're good. We won't try this one. And you understand why. It's not a nice call to have to make, but it is the most logical, right? You're in a 4-on-5 retake at B, double AWP in the retake, not something you really want, especially not over towards that B bomb site. You know that Godsent, as a result of only expelling, you know, a flashbang to get them into the site, are still sitting on a bounty of util themselves. And then not to mention that if Vitality did go for this and didn't win it, which would be the expected outcome, they would be ecoing themselves. And that is how you give Godsent a way to get back into this map. So they concede this 8. They've still got rounds to play with. They're not worried yet. But this is still Godsent putting a couple of rounds together over here on the T side and starting us off on what could be the beginning of a very long comeback here in the first map.
For sure. Worth noting, if anyone from Godsent is watching this back, that flashbang did not blind Mizuta.
First map of Train. It's Fnatic up 12 to the 11 of Movistar Riders. So quite the confrontation going on over there. Either way, just on the cusp of finishing map 1 over here on the A stream. After this game will be North versus the Heretics.
Well, that is the question, right? On the cusp of finishing, are we, right? Are we? Because 3 rounds in a row for Godsent against 14-5. They made this one look interesting. They're trying to draw the comeback. Again, as Harry said, very difficult to believe in, but got to start somewhere. So let's see what Godsent can do in this one. Still that double AWP remains, of course, as Vitality gave Mizuta a FAMAS into this round. And he's got support towards B this time. Shocks is there with that secondary AWP, so Vitality at least armed and dangerous towards the B bomb site, not having to play any more saves in this round. 3 on 8, and that's where Godsent are looking.
FAMAS, of course, a bullpup style weapon out of Saint Etienne, French region, or excuse me, French city. Has been seeing a lot more and more popularity these days. However, it's Zywoo that has all the popularity. #1 rated player. Will he have a shot? No, he won't even get to take one off. RPK somehow is able to stay alive in his duel, but then he's eventually going to get caught up with by Maiden. That does create a bit of a problem here as we look at Vitality already going for the save with that FAMAS and AWP.
Ooh, what have we got on our hands now?
A little bit interesting now. Because it's not just like these...
All right.
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird one. It's not just like these, you know, running into B, getting the kill, and then saving for Vitality anymore. You know, that was an A execute where Team Vitality, they had their fair share of gunfights, they had their fair share of chances, and they weren't able to find it. And Godsent are even hunting these weapons down. I love this from Godsent. They know that this comeback hinges on getting control of the money. And how do you do that? Well, you stop Team Vitality ever taking any rewards with them.
Our hands though. Take it away, Harry.
Yeah, Crystal. Ooh. Well, not so much Crystal. Instead, it's actually Shocks at the back of the site. This B play has been put to a grinding halt, but they do manage to deal with Apex. Shocks, it's another dink in through the B box, and he's still alive. zowie comes in, and as does RPK. They got two, and RPK was the door player. But yeah, you know, no one holding the back line, and that's because they were too worried about the front line. And, well, the lines kind of got a bit blurred in that round as to who was what and where was when.
Yeah, and zowie going over the top in this round. Not getting it jumbled up. He's already helped to put Godsent on the back foot here. Shocks with AWP, should find a kill with ease, and he does. Just made it in Zen to try to keep the dream alive on Dust 2.
Oh, my.
So far, a pretty sweet shot. Two of them, to be exact, over here towards this B bomb site. But getting the bomb planted is one thing. Defending it is the other. Vitality can smell this blood in the water. And whether they like tuna or not, they're about to get a mouthful right here.
Apex and RPK coming in through the tunnels together. Too many for Zen to deal with. Madden left up 1v2, now 1v1. Madden holds it down for more. Setting up over towards the B bomb site. And once again, it's going to fall to Masuta and Apex to try and hold the line here. If this play does indeed come in.
And it will. Godsent already peering through the edge of the smokes, already flashing into the site. Madden's got an entry in middle, meanwhile, and two with a crossfire inside of B. Apex draws the attention. Masuta hasn't moved. They don't know he's here. And so Godsent bail. They didn't want to walk into that two-man setup. They've drawn enough of a rotation, and they're going to look elsewhere. They were definitely committed with that B play, so good call to actually get out of there. You don't see that very often, but Godsent rerouting now towards a catwalk. zowi's here. He's missed his shots. Vitality, they know it's coming. They've pushed dark. They've got the info, but have they got the kills? RPK with shots, and these are shots that Vitality cannot afford to be missing. Godsent trying to make this one happen, and they've got it in the palm of their hand. Only Apex left up here in middle. He's been spotted. What, Road to Rio or Pro League?
The Road to Rio, of course.
Hell yeah, Trace.
The rodeo in Rio. Speaking of the rodeo, what's Zen going to have on catwalk? He's only good to take down zowie. So that'll be an AK recovered.
I wonder if Shocks is going to... Yeah, he throws that down into CT. Apex has grabbed it because he has the armor in this round. And so Apex is armed and dangerous here. Godsent falling back into a long play. And this is walking into the stack of Team Vitality. Shocks is even waiting with a flashbang, but unfortunately, the flash never arrives. But I tell you who does, it's Madden up through ramp, putting 3 on the board. And a 12th about to arrive on that scoreline. That's a dink from Masuta onto Makalele. But doesn't finish the kill, and now he's getting hounded down. Stiko, he wants to pad those stats
lower and keeping the pressure up, getting rid of all that util so they can pressure mid and come in on the flank. No one here for Vitality. It's a gamble stack again on A. Crystal in a great position, but they've spotted him. They've got the info, so this flank has lost its worth, a lot of the weight of it. Godsent, they're going to come join middle, try and take control. They actually go back up the catwalk. What? zowie falls off of the top, and maybe no one had comnapped to him. He walks right into Crystal, who hits a shot. Now the cat play because Crystal is below, and Godsent have found Masuta on the A site. This is a great strat by Godsent, and Vitality have fallen hook, line, and sinker.
Well, Apex is able to win a fight over on short. There's still a chance here, and with RPK, somehow he deals with Crystal as well. Apex left in the clutch, and Zen, 28 kills to his name, does not falter in the 1v1. Reach the latter stages, though, that the pressure becomes even more intense. Thankfully, none of these rounds have felt that competitive from Vitality just yet. Like, I know they get that last one down to a 1v1, but Zen looked like he had it under full control, and Godsent are just looking spurred on. That's the thing. Like, as each round has come in, they've been believing more and more. And, like, there's been that much more conviction in, like, how they're playing. They're just making these decisions on the fly and all grouping up, playing together. They're all on the same page. And suddenly, the same doesn't feel like it can be said for Vitality. Even in that rifle round, like where zowie drops off of the catwalk, he almost didn't look ready for the player in CT, even though they knew the player in CT was there.
Haha. Godsent goes spur. We'll see if they can do it. See if they can get it over the line. This round is a lock-in. 14 for Godsent.
Hugh.
You sounded like the Microsoft narrator when you used to like type in.
Raffle copper.
Needed to get 5 in a row if you were Godsent. You know, it was 15 to 10. Well, now they might actually do it. They're setting up over here towards B. They've had success here, but this time it's not Apex and Masuta as it so often has been. It's Shox and Masuta trying to hold the line, and they will trade it favorably for the time being. Shox is under pressure, but he takes one to the grave with him. Madden and Makalele, they get it into a 2-on-2. Apex dies in the double doors. Bomb plant now found. And Godsent, they have put in all this effort, all this work to get us to this point in time. And now we find out whether it's all in vain. It's all on the back of this 2-on-2. It's zowie and RPK on the other side, setting up, taking their time. These smokes now fade, and that safety blanket is gone for Godsent. In the door, Makalele drops a Molotov. Team Vitality go through. Madden doesn't know that both players are here. They spot him. He gets the first, but doesn't follow up on a zowie. And the defuse comes in. It's going to be close, but I think Vitality, they've got this one. 16 on the board. They win it out. We go the